Hey there, it's Sabrina Truscott, and I wanted to have a chat with you about something that is so hilarious. Actually, it's hilarious now, but there was a time in my life that it was very stressful and it caused a lot of anxiety, and it was only from really looking at it and making some choices about who I am and how I share and how I serve that it became hilarious. So I want to just have a talk about it because maybe talking about it will help you move from something that's causing you anxiety into something that you now find is hilarious. So what happened was the other day I was having coffee with some of my students, and I was just in such a good mood. I was in such a good mood, and we were laughing, and there was wit, and there was sarcasm, and ha ha ha, he he he. And one of the girls who I love so much, Susan, she goes, man, Sabrina, you are so full of yourself today. And I laughed, and I took that as such a compliment, right? Because she was saying, you're so totally you. But later I reflected on earlier in my life, all the times that I was told things like, you're so full of yourself, or don't be full of yourself. Watch out. Don't be so full of yourself. And I always wondered, well, who should I be full of, right? I'm not going to be full of myself. Who should I be full of? Should I be full of the neighbor? Should I be full of my teacher? Should I be half full of myself? What should I be? Because to me, being full of myself, my authentic self, all that I am without holding back, showing up 100%, the unique, crazy, authentic version of me is the best thing you can be, right? Is to show up completely full of yourself. So then I remembered how many times I had held myself back in so many ways from fear of coming across as full of myself. And it could be little things like the color of lipstick, right? Don't wear that red lipstick. You'll be full of yourself, right? Don't even think about wearing false eyelashes. You'll be so full of yourself. And then the other one was showing off. Don't show off, right? And I remember this one moment where a really close member of my family came and took one of my dance fitness exercise classes. And I've been a trained dancer, and now I just do my own dance fitness program. But when the music plays, I am so happy. I'm so freaking happy, right? And I'm very flexible, and I like to move, and it's probably the closest thing to a full body prayer that I experience. Right? So I'm teaching the class, and we're kicking, and I'm kicking really high because that's where my legs go. And we're shimmying, and I'm shimmying really big. And afterwards, I was like, how'd you like the class? Because it was so fun. I'm dripping sweat, full of myself probably. And this person who I love so much said, I really liked it, but do you have to show off so much when you're teaching? I was just do I have to show off? I was completely out of my body. I was completely in all that I am. I was total joy. I was just moving to the music in motion. And to that person, I was showing off based on my capacity in that area, right? And so I thought about, we all have our unique greatness. And how many times maybe have I judged someone else as showing off, of being more than necessary, right? Or being full of themselves because they have so much potential in that area that it's different from me, or it's a different flavor, right? And then all the times that I held back or didn't answer the question when asked, or didn't want to be a know-it-all because I cared about what those people thought of me, right? But then if I look in nature and I look at the flower, right? Just the flower blooming so big and so glorious with its petals outstretched and its vibrant colors and the amazing fragrance. We don't walk by that flower and go, gosh, Miss Rose, you are so full of yourself. Stop showing off. We say, wow, God is so beautiful, nature is so beautiful. Look at that, right? When we see like one of my dogs, he's so funny. When he goes in a neighbor's yard that has a dog, he can smell their dog and he back kicks and he shows off. He's like, I'm here too. And I laugh at that, at how he is completely being himself, stepping into that alpha dog, right? And that it's a weakness for me if I look at someone and ask them to be less than their potential. And I'm bringing this up because with a lot of the clients that I work with and a lot of the people that I talk to, there is a procrastination in taking that step into their business or taking their business to the next level or adding that new thing or being on video, right? I'm not going to be good enough, or doing a podcast. I don't know what to say, right? And I think that a lot of that is that we're worried about what other people will think. It's either that we're not enough or will be too much. You know, we have all these voices in our head. And what I'd like to say is, how about we just be completely full of ourselves, authentically ourselves. Let the crazy out, let the zany out, let that uniqueness out. Be like the flower. Have as much fragrance as you can have. Be as colorful as you want to be, right? Don't hold back to make someone else feel better, right? Because by rising up, what's that saying? All boats rise with the tide. Be all that you can be. And let's stop worrying about what anybody thinks. Life is too short because like that beautiful flower that has such fragrance and such colors, right? Unless we walk by and see it, it's wasted. And I don't want you to be wasted, and I don't want me to be wasted, right? So let's be our fragrance and be our color and be full of ourselves. And let that out in every area of our business and our life, because then that'll be the absolute best life we can have, and we'll be having the best version of ourselves, and we'll be an amazing example to others who may be holding back their potential. Yes? So I'd love to hear what you think of this. Have you ever held back? Have you been told that you're full of yourself, or stop showing off, or oh, that's just too much? I'd love to hear. If you're watching this on Facebook, just put a comment below. If you're watching on the blog, you can put a comment below, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.